Hey guys, it's me, Cardi B, and we are back with episode 5 of my booktube. And today's episode is a Jessie Q Sutanto appreciation video. So I know you guys have already listened to my, or I would assume you or hoped, I guess, maybe not assuming, but hoping that you have already watched my video, episode 1, where I talk about Beer Wong. That's by Jessie Q Sutanto. That's her cozy mystery that just recently released, and it deserves all the hype that it gets. Um, but the very first book that I read of Jessie Q Sutanto's is actually Dial A for Aunties. Now, a lot of people keep lumping that book, well, right now it's a duology because there's two books. They keep lumping it in with cozy mysteries, but it's not a cozy mystery. So I'm not entirely sure where the miscommunication is with that because I've seen it on lists for cozy mysteries, but like I said, it's not a cozy. Anyway, the story is about Madeline Chan. It's also focused around another Indo-Chinese family, and she accidentally kills her blind date. And obviously, it was an accident. She didn't mean to, and she doesn't really know what to do. So she just goes to her mom, like, "Mom, I killed my blind date, and I don't know what to do." And her mom is like, nonchalantly, like, "Don't worry about it. I'll call up your aunties. We'll figure it out. We'll help you get rid of the body." Um, but they have a wedding that they are hosting. So, so the so the body accidentally gets mixed in with their wedding supplies, and they're doing this wedding on like this little island off the coast of California. So it's not like they can just take the body back. Um, so they gotta just kind of figure out a way to hide this body while also, pulling off this wedding. And then Medi's ex boyfriend happens to, I want to say he runs the hotel that everything is happening at. It's just chaos. It's straight chaos. But this story is so funny. Like, I kid you not. Like, the entire time I was laughing. A lot of people say it's like a Weekend at Bernie's. If you've seen that movie, I personally haven't seen that movie, but I kind of know the gist of it. But I'm it's so funny. Like, when I say I laughed out loud, I actually laughed out loud. Like, sorry, I have hiccups so bad today. Oops, sorry. But this movie was hilarious. So they've got like a romance element, which is totally fine by me. I love a good romance. But it's also got like it's not a murder mystery because obviously we know that Medi was the one that killed her blind date. It was on accident, albeit, but still. So it's just like, I mean, it's just funny. Like, it's so funny. Um, and the second book in the series is also as funny. I definitely cringed from secondhand embarrassment on Medi's on Medi's behalf. It was just as funny as the first one. And it's also kind of funny because, like, the mafia is blackmailing them. And I want to say they're in, like, Europe in the second book. Um, but the second installment of the Auntie series is Four Aunties in a Wedding. Um, it's funny. I give it a read. I don't want to say any more about the book because I'm afraid that I'm gonna let slip kind of how they like. I mean, they clearly get away with the murder for the simple fact that there's a second book and it doesn't take place in jail. So, but still, definitely read the book. Another book of Jesse Q. Sutanto's that I've read is Well, That Was Unexpected. And that, okay, so that book is a young adult romance. And it's just so cute. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. My son had the zoomies. So, anyway, so Well, That Was Unexpected is a like a young adult rom com, and it's hilarious. So Charlotte is the main character, and her mom catches her in a compromising position with a young man at their house. So her mom. Sorry about that. My 2 year old, he's just living his best life running around. Anyway, so Charlotte and her mom, they go to Indonesia because her mom is like, you clearly like need to get it together, which is kind of funny because what she catches them doing is, in my opinion, not that bad. It could be worse, okay? Could definitely be worse. But anyway, her mom freaks out. They go to Indonesia, um, and her mom wants her to meet a good boy. So her mom gets on this like kids. I don't want to call it a dating app for kids because it's not, but it is, if that makes sense. And so she starts talking online, pretending to be Charlotte, and she meets a boy named George Clooney, but it's obviously not George Clooney. Um, so, um, Yeah, but guess what? George's dad is the one pretending to be George. So basically, these kids, they are dating, and they're, it's just a mess because obviously Charlotte and her mom are different. So Charlotte's mom is interacting with George in a way that makes Charlotte seem like she's very chaste and meek and mild. And George's dad is, you know, making George seem like he's very macho, like I like a woman who likes to cook and blah, 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 knows her place. That type of vibe, which would make them a good pair. And the kids are like the person in these messages isn't the person who I'm like actually like, the personalities aren't meshing. And then of course the two, you know, they fall in love, and it's funny. I definitely laughed. I definitely thought it was a well written young adult novel, which is great because I feel like for Jesse Q Sutanto to be an author that not only writes a cozy mystery that I love and writes a, I don't know what to categorize the Auntie series because, like I said, it's not a cozy mystery. It's not really a mystery at all because you know the murder is. But like a funny fiction book that just happens to have a murder in it, and then for her to write a YA rom com. Like I feel like her bibliography is just like super diverse, and so I'm definitely here for it. I absolutely love it. I love when authors write not only good stories, but they can just write across several different genres and still have engaging content. It's still very much funny. It's still very much well written and can be enjoyed by literally everyone. So I'm definitely here for Jessie Q Sutanto. She's got a few other books. It looks like she's got two YA thrillers, The Obsession and The New Girl. I have not read those. I'm interested in reading them. I'm not typically a thriller person, at least like reading thrillers. So I'd be interested to at least check them out. Um, you know, I'm open to it. She also has a middle grade duology, Theo Tan. And I'll be very honest, I don't know what it's about. In the sense that I don't know what the premise of the story is. I'll probably just read it myself and then read it again with the kids. And then she also has an adult thriller. I'm not done with you yet, so I'll probably check that out too. And obviously, I'm I'm just gonna go out on a limb and just say that I'm probably gonna love all of her other works just as much as I love Aunties, just as much as I love Vera, just as much as I love Well That Was Unexpected. Just because I really love Jessie. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm just, you know, a big fan. So maybe it's one of those things where, oh, she can do no wrong. But I love it. She's so cute and so funny. I follow her on Instagram and like she makes these posts and I'm just like, oh, I want to be your friend. So it's really cool. I also like that all of her characters, at least the in the books that I've read, like Aunties and Well That Was Unexpected. They both center around like Indo-Chinese families. There's talk of Indonesia, which is really cool. I am actually named after the capital of Indonesia. My family has no ties to Indonesia, never been. My mom just liked the name, so I just think it's cool because it's like I obviously am not Indonesian, but I am named after the capital of Indonesia. So it's kind of nice in a way learning about Indonesia through the eyes of the author. So I just think it's cool. But yeah, that's it for today's episode. Kind of short, but I hope you enjoy.